What's up, guys? Welcome back to Lock Stars, and we got some big Yu-Gi-Oh news today. Apparently there's some tournament rule changes, and I'll tell you now, they're all bullshit. They're all Not all of them are bullshit, but I don't think a lot of people like these rules. They're not down with these rules, and it just seems that Konami. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll change it, but it seems like they're just in it for like their own. And I get it. You have to look out for other things like the venues and the way tournament structure and the tournament flow works. But a lot of these are just they aren't good for gameplay, and I just think there's a good middle ground for to it. But let's look. Let's go over them. If Okay, here we go. So we got for the time limits, what changed? Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Swiss rounds have been extended to 50 minutes from 45 for Tier 1, 2, and 3 events, such as local tournaments, regionals, and YCSs, or the World Championship qualifiers. All right, so that's good. That's what people are doing their whole wombo combo. There is now we got more time to go for matches, so that's really good. This probably is over the years, it's probably just gonna get longer, but sure. And then round times may be adjusted for tier 4 events, such as the world tournaments. I don't know why they say tier 4. Like, what else? What other tier 4 event is it besides the world tournament? I don't know. Okay, so and then we have the number of Swiss rounds, which is this is a new subsection to accommodate the difference in a number of Swiss rounds required for specific tournament tiers. Okay, there's no new information for that right now. And then the number of rounds for just tier 2 and tier 1 events. The maximum top cut of any number of tournament participants is 8. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, that means for like local and regional tournaments, there's only going to be a top 8 cutoff if they play it out. Which is crazy. I mean, from my knowledge, regional tournaments don't usually like play out their top cut, and only the top 8 get prizing. So I don't think there's really a big change on that. But if they do play out their top cut, that's crazy. No, that's I don't know. I think that's unacceptable. Okay, let me continue. Number of rounds, tier 3 and tier 4 events. Okay, there's a chart to explain the correct number of buys along with information on the modifiers. There's also another chart. Top cut rounds no longer have a time limit. Okay, so that means you can't end in time. You can't do what some players do, summon something to increase their life points to win in time. So that's great. So I think that is pretty good. So you can take out, like time cards out of the side deck, especially when you make top cut. 2 additional Swiss rounds have been added. Total number of Swiss rounds depending on the number of duelists enrolled at the start of the tournament. Okay, so okay. So also, there's the maximum top cut for any number of tournaments is 8. So that means for also the national tournaments and the YCS, there's always going to be just top 8 cutoff. That is crazy. That essentially means top 8 is usually like the people who go undefeated or X1, which is absolutely crazy. You nearly have to have a perfect tournament run to make top cut now. You can't just, even for YCS, you just cut it off at top 64 or 32 for playoffs. And that way you still have a chance to get to be the winner. But no, it's only top 8, which is, you just don't want us to play Yu-Gi-Oh! At this point. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has so many, instant win cards. And there is still a bit of luck to go into it. So you nearly have to be perfect. You have to have unbelievable luck to go. Like, sure, you can say there's some skill, still put into it, which is fine, which is true. But still, like even the people with the best skills still uh they still make misplays and get fucked over with instant win cards. Like no, this is totally unfair. Top 8? Top 8? But no longer has a time limit, so like no, you're wrong. You sound dumb. And what? 2 additional Swiss rounds have been added. What is that gonna do? What is that? I think. Hold on. Wait. Let me read the rest of this. Regardless of how many duelists enter a tier 3, such as YCS or WCQ, or tier 4, the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship, the top cutoff will cap at 8 duelists. No, that's totally unfair. Duelists in the playoff rounds will not have a set time limit. During these rounds, duelists will still be expected to play at a proper pace. Slow play penalties will be enforced. Okay. We are balancing out this change to Top Cut by adding 2 additional Swiss rounds at Tier 3 tournaments such as YCS and WCQ. Even if you lose in the earlier Swiss rounds, you will have additional rounds to recover, which gives you a chance to win additional prizing or even make top 8. Prizing distribute. Okay, it doesn't matter. Like I can only lose once. I lose my first round. I have to win every other round after. That's even a lot of pressure, even if like I'm winning all my rounds and I have like 2 or 3 rounds left. Like you might pressure, at least in my opinion. Prizing distribution for top finishers remains the same. If you finish outside the top 8, prizes will continue to be awarded to duelists depending on the final standing in the tournament, just as before. So let me get this straight. So there's only top 8 cutoff. There's no time limit for the top 8. You're adding 2 additional Swiss rounds. According to this, it sounds like you're just giving incentive for people to play out their Swiss rounds for, because they still have a chance to get prizing, which is, we already know about the prizing. I mean, the prizing still needs to be improved. So you're not really giving much of incentive, right? Like, no. Are you going to improve the prizing to give more of an incentive to play out my Swiss rounds? I bet not. You'll change everything but the prizing. Like, what is this even for? Who is this for? Who is this for? Who asked for this? No one wanted this. Like, the no time limit for top cut for top 8, sure. But only cutting the top 8? No one wanted this. Top 8, maybe like, no, there's no justifiable way of, no. It's stupid. So, what else we got? Substitute versus intentional draws. Okay, so with the new end of match procedures, managers can no longer end in a draw, intentional or otherwise. So, I heard about this. Okay, so what changed? It says, in addition to the game loss applied to the next round for the duelist responsible for submitting a match slip within 5 minutes. Applied to the next round for the duelist responsible for submitting a match slip within the 5 minutes at the end. Both duelists will receive a match loss for the current round. Oh, okay. So if the round ended in end of match procedures, resulting in a double loss, both duels are equally responsible for submitting the match. Okay, let me read what this exactly. So, make sure that your match result is submitted within 5 minutes of the end of the round. Due to the new end of match procedure, an unreported match result will be recorded as a double loss. If you're submitting sorry guys, I can't fucking read. If you are submitting the match results via Neuron, okay, I didn't know you could do that. That's crazy. I've been out of the game for like a few months now, so I didn't know you could do that. You are exempt from this penalties. Speak to the tournament organizer if there is a delay in submitting the result. So you get a round. In addition to your match result, Okay, so basically, yeah, I mean, both duels get double loss if the match results aren't submitted. Okay, that that makes sense. But I know what you're thinking. What if my duel takes longer than 5 minutes after the end of match procedures? Well, I did. So this is the part I heard about. They have an entirely new end of match procedure. Swiss rounds and single elimination will use the same end of match procedure from now on. If a match does not end with a winner, both duelists will receive a double loss. The final match of a single elimination tournament will no longer be timed. Crazy for both Swiss and single elimination. There's no time limit for single elim. So some tournaments will have additional rounds of single elimination that will be untimed, but that will be posted in the event specific FAQs. Okay. All right. So when time ends in the round, the match is over. Neither duelist may begin or continue any action that may take place in the game. That is crazy. Crazy. When time ends in the round, the match is over. It's over. You're done. Finito. No, that means no resolving a chain. No, like no going to game 3. No going to the next phase. None of that. When that time is done, you're done. No, it doesn't matter if your opponent has 200 life points and you're about to burn for 500 at the end of your chain. Nope. It's done. I did not think these end of match procedures could get any worse. Any worse. That's crazy. If the match is not finished, then it'll end in a double loss. No, that is totally unfair. It means that if I'm up one, or if we both have one and my life points are higher, doesn't matter. We both getting a double loss. No, crazy. A match is considered finished when one of the duelists has either won 2 duels or lost 2 duels. If the duelists have completed 3 duels without the match finishing and there is time remaining in the round, if duels have ended in a draw, the duels will go into a 4th duel. So, I mean, I didn't think there were any more cards that would make anyone make any duelists or make any duels end in a draw these days, but I guess there is, and you can go into a game 4 if you have time. If you have time. So one of you got to win 2 or lose 2. In order to win a match, a duelist must win 2 games prior to the round time expiring. If neither duelist has won 2 games, the match ends in a double loss. That is absolutely ridiculous. It has been several years, and the match has changed, so make sure you're prepared for your next tournament. Tournament policy is often overlooked as duelists focus on card text and rulings, but it's every bit as important. It's every bit as important a part of tournament preparedness. So, no, this is dumb. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like, okay, so the 50-minute, the extension of 50 minutes, good. No time limit for top 8, sure. But only cutting the top 8 and the end of match procedures. If we're not done, no matter the situation, double loss? No, that's absolutely unfair. And you got to remember also, I think once it's over, you can't just be like, oh, you can have it. You can have it. That's fine. Like, no, once it's over, it's over. Now, to my knowledge, I think you're still, if the time hasn't expired, you're still allowed to concede. Now, the reason for your conceding, that's should be left to you. Don't tell anybody. But like you're still allowed to concede a duel before the match is over. So that's just unfair. That is just unfair, and that just encourages people to collude and just do things like, I don't know, like just be. I mean, while it is according to the rules, if I'm losing, if before the time is up and I'm basically guaranteed to lose if the time wasn't about to be done, and my opponent hasn't resolved a chain or attacked or moved to the battle phase yet, right? I can be like, oh, sorry, time is up. We both lose. Sorry. Like, no, you know how many dicks are gonna be like manifesting from these things? Oh my god. So I am not a big fan of this. I don't think anyone's a big fan of this. I don't know who asked for this. I don't know whose idea was this. I don't know who's gonna make this happen. The only thing that makes this good is like for like the hosts, or so you don't go over like time for like venues and things. But that doesn't really do much. I mean, okay, yeah, it does do much for them, but for the actual players, which are the blood of your game, it's not. No one's happy about this, and I don't know why. There has to be some type of middle ground. I don't know who's come up. I don't know if I don't know who comes up with this, and they actually like play the game, or they actually understand what happens in a tournament. And this type of thing, no, this type of thing just pisses me off. I don't know who's gonna be happy about this. It is absolutely ridiculous. So, all right, I'm done. I'm done ranting. I'll see you guys in the next one, and hopefully they do what they did with the time wizard policy and just like scrap this and come up with some new ideas. So, all right, guys, deuces.